Welcome back, everybody. Let's play Krusty Krab for the DS. We finally got to the end. This game was really front-loaded with content. Like, the length of things got really short towards the end. That was really weird. But we're gonna try out the two different dreams. We saw SpongeBob's dream, and we didn't actually manage to get through it. So, good thing we didn't encounter a game we couldn't beat until the end. So hopefully we're gonna be able to beat this or Plankton's dream. But we have no idea what these minigames are gonna entail yet. It seems like it's gonna be a rehash of a minigame from each character's levels, so Starfish Man is probably the most likely for us to be able to actually pull it off. Yeah, we might be able to do this. Unless it's just gonna be a copy of what we do with SpongeBob. Oh yeah, see, I can do this. Yeah, this I can pull off. Yeah, because we've done this before. This isn't too bad. Okay, so we're guaranteed to actually see the ending at one point. Also, I apologize if it's kind of hard to hear me during this part. I realized last time I was editing the portion for this minigame last time, it was kind of hard to hit. I realized it was kind of loud and hard to hear my commentary. I might lower the game volume for this part this time. We'll have to see. It just takes a little bit of time to get into some of the things in this game. I mentioned before how it's a big nuisance for me when when you're supposed to do one thing. I need to take damage again because there are rocks on the top screen already. When you're supposed to use the bomb screen to do something on the top screen like this, and you don't like respawn. So hopefully I'll be able to do enough damage to this thing. It's like the SpongeBob portion, we'll see this patty 3 times. And that means we're going to have to do a lot more damage to it than we just did. So I'd like to actually beat this game. Hopefully that's going to be the case, but I didn't do as much damage to that as I think I should have. It's odd considering I'd be able to do most of the other things. Unless I'll have too much problem. I'll be able to destroy most of the stuff. Not too much of a problem. Alright. So I'm learning how to approximate where it is on the top screen. But yeah, using the bottom screen. And so yeah, you can only touch inside the circle too. You can't touch inside that. You know, it would still be a valid location to shoot a laser. So I tend to accidentally click right. Can't. End up being hit for that. Again. Wait a minute. Okay, I didn't actually intend to hit spacebar then to pause the game, but I need to get my arm a rest. Seriously. This is a very physically intensive game to play on emulator, okay? At least for the trackpad. There's still asteroids coming, which is interesting. So you're still taking damage the whole time. I guess that's the idea. If you're too slow on that part, you won't actually manage to survive it. There you go. Sounds like a little bit. A lot better that time. So I don't know if I'm able to get him. If the patty only appears one more time, I don't know if I'm able to get him. But if I can always do that much damage each time, then I think I'll be able to just give this a second try and pull it off. So I think that ought to work out. I don't know what minigame we're gonna have. In fact, I can probably guess what minigame we're gonna have. I'm probably gonna have the patty chasing minigame a second time before Plankton. So I'm probably not gonna bother completing that. What I might do is I might just let's complete this minigame, presumably. I might just let's get to the end of this minigame. I might just make a save state. Then see what playing this minigame is, and then if it's something I can't complete, I'll just switch back to the save state. Come on. Is that a game over? I think it was. Oh no, it wasn't. I think I have another shot. Okay, cool. This might go on forever, and that might be like the SpongeBob one. They can actually lose. Should be good for me. Rather, the way of losing this one would be running out of health. If it's that patty chasing me against Plankton, I'm not even gonna try it then, I don't think. Because that was horrendous last time. So let this game be a lesson to me, to always test out games, especially on the DS before doing them for Let's Plays. There's a value to doing certain things blind in certain capacities sometimes, but on the DS at least I can't really afford that, because I don't know how to actually play the game. I might use touch controls so extensively in a way that I can't really work out on the emulator. Alright, come drink, Daddy. Why is the patty out its own spaceship? So we're not going to do anything with that. We're going to see first what Plankton's Dream is like, and then we can see the ending. So what do we do this time? Plankton's still after that patty. Instead of all of them working together, you can always only ever choose one to actually get the patty. It seems like an odd choice to me, but whatever. I'm just running after it. It's an actual level? What? Why? Okay, let's, in fact, we can just do Patrick's first. And then we can see what Plankton's ending is. So it seems like we get a slightly different ending depending on who we finish, because in this case we saw Patrick eat the thing. We'll probably see SpongeBob do something similar for SpongeBob's, but we're not gonna beat SpongeBob's, so no worries. Alright, so now for Plankton. Come on. Really unexpected, an actual level. So, just like SpongeBob, oh, those are interesting looking jellyfish. So just like SpongeBob, apparently, Plankton sleeps outside. See, oh wait, please. No, I don't want you to do this. What are you doing? It seems like Patrick is a little bit of a weirdo, sleeping indoors. Not sure why he'd ever do such a thing. It's gonna help me? Yes, it is. Thank you. So there are 5 patties we need. Why are there 5 patties? Not just catching the one patty, there are 5 patties. Has he set up like decoy patties that we are gonna find before we find the actual patty or something? Oh. It's a weird color scheme. It's making things a little bit difficult to identify. Alright, so, please. Why? Why don't you do this? So now we run across here. It's huge. Okay. Next level. I didn't expect full levels. So I guess I'm going to try to do this whole thing in 5 minutes, which basically isn't going to happen. So it basically means this episode's going to be a little long. Oh, come on! And they crushed me. But I was next to it, and then it fell, and I didn't move at any point between those. Oh, come now. Alright. Here we go, this is what we need. Okay. So I need something to do. Like, is this his animation for being, like, bothered or something? Can't tell. Nope. What's all you do to get him to leave me alone? I was tapping him as much as I could. Whatever. Can we speed things along, game, please? I don't want to be here all night. I was slightly excited by the prospect of finishing this game. I admit. I hate I'm defenseless against most of these enemies, though. Oh dear. I'm nearly falling. Ah! No! Inconvenient enemy placement. I'm actually going to just not even bother with this, this one dream if it's gonna mean I need to spend more time here and getting a game over and having to redo all of it too. Because we know ending's hardly gonna change. You're just gonna get one slightly different scene for a moment. Yeah, let's not bother. Problem being that I actually have to go through Patrick's stream again. Wait, is it? Never mind. Yeah. What? Yeah, so let's just go back to the credits. Okay. So, that was this game. So, is there literally no music? Wow. I really just play this game because I didn't have anything else to play. I mentioned at the beginning, actually, that this was kind of a backup plan when I wanted to play something else. And, man, this was somehow, actually, I think one of the worst games I've actually played on this channel so far. I usually enjoy these games to some extent, or at least I don't mind them. Or even if I think they're poor, I think they're playable. This one, I recognize a big part of it is because I'm trying to play this while animating the touch controls with a trackpad, which is a really bad idea. But even just playing through the platforming segments, I think it's horrendous. Even if you're able to control them with more dexterity, it gets old. Like the thing that gave the GBA version life, I think, and to an extent the console version, was that it actually had a lot of variety, and that was I got the impression that, like, the shtick of the Creature from the Krusty Krab concept was that it had so many different kinds of gameplay that you just kind of switched between over and over and over. You'd always get something new, something great for children with short attention spans. And this game didn't have that. It was pretty much all exclusively, hey, you need to assemble something. Hey, you need gas for your vehicle. And platforming to pick up those things over and over and over. And then a couple minigames, which were mostly okay, I think. I had a bad time with most of them, but that was mostly because of the touch control emulation that is really only my own fault. With the exception, I think, of that last Plankton one. I think that Plankton part would have been horrendous with how many enemies there were. My god. And how the enemies were spawning in the middle of the screen and couldn't get to the top, so I had to divert all my attention to them. That would have been quite the adventure, I'm sure, if I wasn't using save states and the like. But in any case, yeah, so they actually have all the credit skins to the people who animated for this. I'm surprised they animated for this. That really caught me off guard. I don't really think it added much, but it was interesting to see. And it gave an interesting representation of the events, I guess. In any case, I think I'll be very happy to forget about this game whenever I do. This was unexpectedly unpleasant, actually. But there are lots of reasons I don't do too much in the way of DS games, partially because there is the problem of the touch controls. And two, like my recording setup, the physical setup is just more time consuming to put up and all that. It's a little bit annoying. And I have to have the background that you see right now, the like ocean themed background that I actually ended up taking from the console version of the game. In fact, I think I mentioned it. I ripped the logo from the... Hey, Rob Lemon, as always. I always like seeing his name. I ripped the logo directly from the GameCube version of the game. I used a texture dump from Dolphin. And the background was actually just a screenshot, I think, if I remember right. But I just put that together in like 5 minutes. Because I had forgotten that I needed to make a background for this. Because I actually need the way it works out, I'm not going to get into the details, but I need to have the background and everything made before I start recording. I don't add it in post. In any case, oh come on, THQ, I like you, but come on. Aside from the quality of this game, there's also the matter that I'm kind of ready for this credit sequence to end. You don't usually see credit sequences this long in a DS game, unless they just like make the credits drag on by going through them really slowly, like what was it? Battle for Volcano Island on the DS was like, because they had literally all the characters speak the credits. That was weird. Anyhow, so we had a couple episodes go over time in this playthrough, which I guess is not necessarily a good or a bad thing. Not expected either. This game just sometimes makes you want to keep doing it and actually eventually complete it, I suppose. At this point, though, I think I'm happy to be done with the Krusty Krab games. I never really intended to play them in the first place, except for playing the console version just to make a point. And that point was mostly relating to the fact that it reused assets in a way that really bothered me. But that aside, it's really just... There's the issue, I suppose, of me running out of SpongeBob games to play, and that's kind of happening. I don't know what I'm going to do next. I might resort to older SpongeBob games, like the very much disliked, what were they, Super Sponge. That one I played minimally. I never actually owned it. As well as another game I never got anywhere near beating, I don't think, Legend of the Lost Spatula. That could be interesting to play through, I suppose. But for now, I think I'm, at least for a short period of time, good on the SpongeBob things and Nicktoons things. I don't know where I'll get back to it, though, when I'll get back to it. I doubt it's going to be like months and months. I always come back to SpongeBob things eventually. It's kind of all my things on this channel. So, future plans are a little ambiguous, but they're there at least. More SpongeBob games will be happening. How many more, I don't know. It's just up in the air with regard to that. Sometimes it just doesn't really work out. I feel like I've seen special thanks already, at least once. Are we good? Here we go. Bink, I never knew Bink video format was available on the DS. Really? I've only ever seen that used for console games. It's odd. Whatever. Well, thanks, Bink. .bnk video format. No thanks for playing or anything, it just loops. Well, in that case. That's all there is for that. Two companies that made things I liked a lot, THQ and Way Forward. Namely, Battle for King Bottom. Well, that was mostly Heavy Iron. THQ is just the producer, or publisher, but whatever. As well as Way Forward. They made Shantae, if I'm not misremembering things horribly. But in any case, I'll see you guys next time, next playthrough of whatever SpongeBob game. Probably all those two games I mentioned. But whatever the case is, I'll see you then. For now, I'm happy to be done. I'm happy. Bye, guys. Actually, wait. The next SpongeBob thing I do is going to be very soon, I assure you. I assure you. In fact, it's going to come up immediately after this playthrough ends, so look out for that. It's going to be something very different. A very different playthrough of a game I've actually done before. But it's going to be a SpongeBob game, so be on the lookout. A SpongeBob game I like a lot, in fact. But I won't spend too much time pacing it. Bye, guys. Oh, I was going to wait for the song to actually end, but they don't include the end of the song in this. Whatever. See ya.